Hello and welcome to an Adobe After Effects video tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to successfully key out a green screen as well as apply masking to it. So let's go ahead. Step number one, we want to import our files. Now I'm going to click on my folder right here, click on my footage, and drag it into the section of After Effects. So that will import the footage. Now, obviously we want to key out the green screen and we want to replace that with maybe another footage or just an image. So in my case, I'm going to go ahead to my folder and just replace it with the footage. So click on your file and drag it into that same section. And now we have the files imported. Now we want to click on the footage once again and drag it into that little icon right there, which will create a new composition. Now everything is set up and ready to go. Step number two, we want to apply the mask. As you can see, there are things that I don't want to include in the final cut. So, there's this lighting equipment, the mic stand and the little mic right there, the chair and the table. So yeah, obviously I don't want to include that in the final cut because it will look unprofessional, but I do want to include myself as well as a bit of the green screen. So we're going to go up here in our toolbar, click on our pen tool and start masking. And there we go. Now that is what masking does. We want to exclude the things that we don't want to see. So step number three, we want to key the footage. Now firstly we have to go up here, click on Window and click on Effects and Presets. Now that will show up on the right hand side and you type in key light right there. So it will be like that in the first place. You type in key light and there we go. So you click on key light 1.2 and drag it to your footage. And now this thing shows up, which is effects controls. So first of all, we want to pay attention, obviously, to the screen color. That is what the color will be removed. So we click on the little eyedropper right there, click anywhere where there is green on the footage, and now it has keyed out that color. So obviously we can't really tell anything because there's no file behind it yet. So what you want to do is click on your file, right there, your other file, and drag it below the footage. Now you can see the transparency. Well, the thing is, it didn't really key it successfully. It did key it, but not very well. So you can see there's still shadows from the curtain, and we really don't want that because, once again, it still looks very unprofessional. So we click back on our footage right there and adjust these values. So we want to go to View, click on the drop down, and click on Combined Matte. Now we can really see the imperfections and impurities within the key. So as you can see, there's the shadows of the curtain, and the way you can tell that it is off is because there's still white in this section and there may be some blacks in this section. What we want to do is make sure that that green screen, which is now black, we want to make it completely black so that it can differentiate from the foreground, which is right there, which is myself, which is white. And same thing with the white. We want to clip that, turn it white, and so it can differentiate from the black. So to adjust this, you want to pay attention to screen gain, screen balance, and screen matte. Those are the basics that you need to focus on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust screen gain. I'm going to increase that slowly and see what happens. So it's doing well so far. It's just got a little bit of white down there. I'm going to go 125. So that's a bit better now. Now I'm going to go to my screen balance and see if it changes. As you can see, it didn't work out very well. It's added more blacks to this section. So I'm going to undo that by doing Control Z on the Windows or Command Z, pretty sure, on the Mac. And now we're going to ignore screen balance because it's, stuffing it up. So we go ahead to screen matte. And what we want to focus on is clip black and clip white. It's pretty self-explanatory because I already explained it before. So I'm going to go ahead and click black, and we want to focus especially on this side and this area below. So I'm going to increase that value. Yeah, maybe 15. And with the white, I'm going to decrease that value. So the thing is, when you adjust these two values, you can adjust them, but you have to be careful. You want them to be still far away as possible from each other. Yeah, just make sure that they don't get too close. So I'm gonna decrease it slowly, and it looks a bit better. Actually, I think that's a bit too much. I don't want to get too close. I'll go 80. Now there we go. As you can see, you can go fit up to 100%. Now we can really differentiate from the colors, the black area and the white. And so when you go back to view, drop down menu, you click on final result, and there we go. We have a successful key. Now step number 4, we can make it look a bit better, make it blend in a bit more. As you can see, it looks a bit odd. So what you can do is once again go to your effects and presets. On the right hand side, see if you zoom in, it's really jagged, and in some areas, some parts of the video, you might see a green spill from the green screen. So like I said, you go to the right hand side and search refine matte right there. You click that, drag it to your footage. Now let me just find where I am. There I am. So I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bit of green somewhat. So I'll turn this effect off and on, and you can see the difference. So with the effect off, with the effect on. So as you can see, it's not as jagged and harsh, and it's more soft, and it sort of blends in more. And there we go. That is how to key out a green screen as well as apply mask successfully. Thank you for watching.